Additional sea patrols were ordered on Wednesday, January 27, as Southern California port officials kept an extra close watch on the arrival of a two-day storm that's expected to dump significant rain on Southern California starting on Thursday. Officials hope forecasters are right and the winds will be less fierce than those earlier in the week that sent about 24 huge cargo ships fleeing from the local harbors for protection. But the Coast Guard and other agencies weren't taking any chances on Wednesday, with a record-breaking 103 ships in the Twin Ports, and more on the way, as they braced for the storm's arrival. Winds from the newest storm are expected to reach about 40 miles per hour, said Kip Louttit, director of the Marine Exchange of Southern California. That shouldn't be severe enough to pose problems from a shipping perspective, he said. Earlier this week, however, 63 mph winds forced cargo ships to leave their anchorage spots for more sheltered moorings in front of Catalina Island and off of Dana Point along the Orange County coastline, where topography blocks some of the wind force. With heavy rains and mountain snow anticipated, it will be horrible for driving, but the wind is not expected to get high enough to impact the record number of ships waiting at anchor at the Twin Sea hubs, he said. It's been a challenging new year for the Twin Ports. Both have battled to fend off bottlenecks as cargo volumes surged by about 50% in the last half of 2020. Complicating the high volumes are increasing COVID-19 cases hitting longshore workers. Infections since December 2020 and in the first 25 days of 2021 have almost surpassed the total cases reported in the final 8 months in 2020, according to Port of Los Angeles spokesman Phillip Sanfield. This week's first storm, on Monday, January 25, brought with it powerful wind gusts out of the west, Louttit said, forcing 24 ships to request clearance to move from anchorage to seek more protection. The sight of cargo ships off the South Orange County coastline drew plenty of curiosity from residents along the shoreline. Coast Guard officials said they will keep a close eye on weather conditions at sea and in port over the next few days. With waves expected to range from 10 to 13 feet and winds at 40 knots in some areas at sea, USCG officials promised extra patrols by both boats and aircraft to monitor anchorage spots. The weather is scheduled to be pretty dicey, said Lieutenant Ben McIntyre-Coble, adding that the Coast Guard's responsibility is to ensure the safety of life at sea, among other duties. The Coast Guard works in tandem with the Marine Exchange of Southern California, based in San Pedro, whose job it is to manage the movement of vessels in and out of the two ports. The exchange is staffed with both Coast Guard and civilian personnel. With all the ships lined up, we are aware and have stepped up our presence and patrols, McIntyre-Coble said.